Welcome back to Jesters of Ravenloft, where a group of comedians try to escape the horrors of the mists. After fighting back their immediate assailants, the troupe learned that they were summoned to Ravenloft by Ezra, god of the mists, who mistook them for warriors. Ezra set them on a quest to find 3 items they'll need to defeat the Dark One, and when they arrived at a tower looking for a better vantage point, they were met by fellow earthling Werner Herzog. Now, will they be able to prepare for the return of the Black Knight who promised to kill them by tomorrow night? I doubt it.
I don't know who that is.
Guy, can you just walk us through what that is and why again? Just now that we're live. I think
we're live now.
that.
So come on, let's.
I had to play a caricaturist, and I drew a picture of Howie Mandel.
Expression.
Poor man. What happened?
What happened to his lips?
I had 5 seconds to draw it, and this was done in 3. So
Wow.
I mean, for 3 seconds.
You did that in 3
impressive.
seconds?
I'm okay. Maybe
Looks like-
maybe it was 10 seconds.
I would like to just hit
Okay.
rewind for a second to the statement. I had to play a caricaturist.
What?
It's
He looks like he ate a Ninja Turtle.
He looks like he's on the team that loses in Space Jam.
Yes.
Oh, specifically like the blue one. Yeah.
Yeah, he is a Monstar.
Yeah, you drew one of the Monstars.
well, don't let Howie know, because that's not what he looks like.
No.
I just couldn't draw anybody from memory in any kind of authentic fashion. So, Monstar City.
And if anybody on Twitch is wondering what it's like behind the scenes at any recording of any of our shows, this is fairly representative. It's just funnier because Guy's here. So welcome everybody back to this week's recording of Jesters of Ravenloft. Thank you, Shilzari, for gifting a sub. Thank you, Drama, for gifting a sub. People are already being so generous. These gifts are so nice. The thing that I normally do off air, but we can have a chance for us all to do on air, because it might be useful for people in chat as well as the players. Is there anything anyone would like recapped from last session? I guess the watchers are out there. Yeah, chat.
Yeah, I made some notes, I think. I don't know how good they are.
Yeah, I just know we got isekai'd into Ravenloft and are running towards a tower. And we met one Werner Herzog there.
So to give you guys the quick recap of the last 2 episodes, I'll just do the really quick kind of easy steps. You are the sketch troupe Wet Change. You were performing at the Edinburgh Festival. You were doing your famous pie sketch. It's your big closer. 3 of you were in Chippendales outfits with no pants and with fedoras that matched your underwear. Del was working backstage, desperately trying to end a sketch that wasn't working, and then the mist sucked you into Ravenloft.
Yeah.
You stood around in the forest. You found a laurel crown.
That's right. And Ezra speaks to us through it.
Ezra, the god of the mists, spoke through it. Told you the Black Knight was going to come and you were all going to die if you didn't get inside. So you went into town. You ended up taking shelter in a house alongside Smokewing, the Aarakocra, or to you, just a bird person, who said it was time for an ambush and dived out the window into a war zone outside, where you all ended up fighting squires of the Black Knight. Inside, Adam hit things with baskets. Del broke a chair in pure WWE style and ended up with a club out of one of the legs. Guy found the perfect weapon and now has a short bow. Everyone else is improvised stuff, and Tyler was scared of a bird person.
Yeah, so I
Waffle Marine, thank you so much for these gifts. It's so kind of you.
Well, thank you.
After you were all stabbed, you did a group hug because Adam was the only one who was injured, but he wanted everyone to hug him really tight. And then you had a conversation with Ezra about the need for the 3 items that you need to collect. So to gain the powers that Ezra thought you would have as warriors, but you don't, you need to collect the Black Knight's helm. You need to take the laurel crown and dip it in the blood cauldron of the skinless. And you need to collect the reality blade from the spider folk. Then you'll finally be strong enough to face off with the Dark One, who is the big bad of this particular domain.
So the
At that
Dark One's
point,
the main bad guy.
The Dark One.
The
Dark One
Dark
is
One.
the big bad you're moving towards. But at that point, you got mad at Ezra, and Ezra got rude with you, so you hung up the call by taking the crown off and decided that you needed to get a better look at this Black Knight because you needed to go after them. So you snuck through town. The Black Knight had told you that tonight he comes for the town, but tomorrow he comes for you. So nobody else attacked you on your way to the tower, and you ended up meeting the mayor, Mayor Werner Herzog.
He's the mayor. Okay.
And that's, that's probably not information that I said last episode, but tonight you get it now because he's written on my shoes, Mayor Werner Herzog, and I've been reading a lot of things.
Okay.
And I just saw a question in the chat about the Watcher points for this. You'll have the ability, I think, Kristen will confirm in chat because Kristen's there, but you will have the ability to add names for NPCs. You can also contribute to larger group goals. They'll be flagged for you there, but we got ways for you to use channel points. Don't you worry. And that's kind of caught everybody up. Is there anything in particular any of you have questions about among the players?
I'm sure all the pieces will fall into place.
Oh yeah, Guy, you kept yelling hook quotes at the squire you murdered.
Rufio. Yeah,
That's right.
And you all have a weird number of points in religion that may or may not have made you a religious Christian sketch group. I'm really hoping that joke dies, but it was mentioned so often that it's hard for me not to,
Acknowledge
keep
it.
mentioning it.
Yeah.
But I think we are reaching the point where it is time for us to journey into Ravenloft. So if everybody wants to hide their chat among the players, if you haven't already, just because we are all very easily distracted by anything, then we can probably dive in. Make sure you get your slacks ready, fam, in case I have to send you anything.
Mm-hmm.
The four of you are standing with Adam, who is injured, inside the tower at the center of town, opposite Werner Herzog in red, velvety medieval clothing. And he's just welcomed you inside and shut the door. Around you, this is a traditional living room setup. It feels like any one of those PBS storybook intros done by a very British person. There's a fireplace, there's a chair. You can see no windows, and there is a ladder at the far end leading up to a second floor. But the walls are very reinforced, and from the rubble outside, it would be very hard for someone to get in. This isn't like the beaten up asymmetrical houses you've seen elsewhere. There is a giant, thick iron door that he is putting additional barricades on. They do those wooden logs that slot into the wall. There's three of those, but they're all metal, pinning the door shut.
Wow, Mayor, you're really strong.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I lift.
You're Werner Herzog?
Yes, I am Werner Herzog. You are also from Earth. I guess 3 strippers and the manager.
3 sketch comedians.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sketch comedians.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, 4 sketch comedians. I mean, Del does a lot of really funny stuff from behind the scenes with tech and stuff like that. And
Yeah,
she's involved in
she makes sure the dynamic sings too.
Yeah.
So she's the director of your troupe.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You gotta
Yeah.
put a label on it. Yeah.
Well, then I respect one of the 4 of you. What are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
And he walks over to his fireplace and takes out a kettle and pours himself a cup of tea. And he's, did anyone else want tea?
Oh yeah, I'll have Jasmine.
There are no options. It's just tea here.
Just hot water?
Well, what's the flavor? Is it like an orange pico or
Will it stain my teeth?
what time is it? Because I can't have tea after a certain time. I can't have caffeine after 8.
Yeah,
None
do
of
you
you
have-
need tea. Just for me, thank you. And he pours himself a tea and then sits down in a big plush chair next to the fireplace. He says, there are stools. You can sit on them or other chairs, whatever you need, unless you want to stand. It is late. There are only 2 times here, daytime and nighttime. It is nighttime when the killing happens.
Okay.
Hey, Werner. I half my life is gone. I feel. Could I sit in your chair? I need to rest up.
No, you'll be fine. If you go to sleep and wake up in the morning, you'll be back to regular you. It's one of the strange proclivities of this land.
What? What do you mean? So this, and I show my awful gash. This will just go away?
Oh yeah, that's nothing.
What?
So the trick is you can be so injured that you almost die, but if you don't die and you just go to sleep for about 8 hours, then you're back to normal.
I feel like
sounds
sustaining
dangerous.
serious
Yeah.
injuries, the last thing you do before dying is fall asleep.
Listen, I understand, but you are thinking with earth logic, and here is Raven logic. We are in Ravenloft. You just go to sleep and you wake up and you're normal. Or if you're dying and you go to sleep, you guessed wrong and you die.
Mr. Herzog, I have so many questions. 1, how did you get here? 2, what's Klaus Kinski really like? And 3, could you say get to the chopper?
1, I was sucked in through the mists like you. 2, an asshole. And 3, get to the chopper.
Oh, he said it.
Oh, the other one people like is show me the baby.
I was going to say, that's probably the last thing I've seen you in. How long have you been here? Did you rap on the Mandalorian and then get sent to Ravenloft?
Yeah. I only know you from the Mandalorian, and whenever anyone brings your name up, I smile and nod. But maybe you can give us a little background of who you are, Vern. Can I call you Vern?
No, you may call me Werner Herzog, the only one who can use my first name as a director, for we are peers.
Oh, okay. Thanks, Werner. And I'm gonna go stand in a corner because all I'm thinking is Werner Herzog. It reminds me of Ryan because Ryan does a good impression of Werner Herzog. And then I think, I wish Ryan was here because he would probably think of a really good plan of what to do in this situation. And then I try to call Ryan on my phone. I know I had no reception, but I'm like, if it's a magic place where I can just go to sleep and feel better, maybe I can call Ryan on the phone. I don't know. I'm going to try.
Yep. Sadly, no bars.
Fuck.
But it is interesting for you to note that your battery has not gone down.
Huh.
And it's been a while, and normally when there are no bars, phones keep searching and then run their batteries down really, really quickly. But yours is still full. No change in battery.
All right. Well, I guess I don't have to turn the phone off at least then. So if we randomly get bars, I'll get messages probably, but fine. Fine. Okay. I'll take some tea, Werner.
Perfect. Werner will pour you a tea and you get your own cup, and he reaches into a closet and gets out a comfortable chair for you so you can sit next to him because you're also a director, and then he doesn't give a shit about the comedians.
Oh, that's very nice. Thank you.
No problem. I have made many films, some about truth, most lies. They focus on death and pain. I'm a nihilist. I'm a storyteller. I'm a poet. I'm as happy in the gutter as I am in a graveyard. I am never pleased in the company of the wealthy. And now I am here. I wrapped the Mandalorian and walked out into the mist, hoping to feel what it would be like to die before death. And then I was here, summoned alone among the fantastical creatures and monsters and people. Everyone here shows up afraid, like a newborn. And then, by the end of the first night, they are chipper, like an idiot. And they don't care that those die at night that die at night. But for me, the fear remains. But it feels right. In this world, the day is safe and the night is death. And there is no facade to any of it. It brings me great comfort. They made me mayor because I have no skills. I cannot join any of their warrior leagues. Instead, I keep my stories in my head, and I wait in case other earthlings would come.
Have you spoken to anyone else besides us then?
Oh yeah, I'm the mayor, so I have to talk to everyone all the time.
I mean, like Earth people. People who you have to give this spiel to.
Yeah, it's like J.J. Abrams here.
Us?
Yeah.
No, it's just you. There was me, and then an endless series of nights and days. But no, you are the first and perhaps only. I wondered, do you know why you are here?
Yeah. Ezra, did you get to know Ezra through the crown, the laurel?
Who? I've heard of
God
Ezra.
of the Mists.
The only way I've heard of Ezra, God of the Mists, is through Sister Quentin, the cleric, the leader of the clerics. She prays to Ezra. There is a church and a ruined temple outside of town where the Black Knight exists.
The Black Knight said he was going to come back and possibly hurt everybody in about a day. So I'm wondering if maybe we could stop that from happening and maybe even grab his Dark Knight helm.
Yeah, we've been tasked with claiming his helmet.
And other things. We got to go to a skinless village and get our tree hat and dip it in their bathtub, and then we got to go get the reality sword. Yeah, get the reality blade. Do you know where the skinless people are?
Oh, you're going out to see the monsters directly. Maybe the mists brought you so that you could just die and not end up mayor like me.
Ezra, God of the Mists, made a mistake. He thought we were warriors. Apparently we met whatever his criteria was.
Yeah, we're just really talented.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Extremely talented.
So am I. Maybe I was part of this. Maybe I was a test from a previous generation. Or maybe I'm just doomed to this beautiful hell. But if you want to know about the other factions, we are in Happy Town. The happiest place in all of Ravenloft, where everyone is always happy, even if they've seen their families carried off by the spider folk or slaughtered by the Black Knight.
Wait, was it called that before you got here? Did you name it Happy Town?
That is not the kind of name I would choose.
Okay. It just seems really, that's what I thought.
I showed up and it was already Happy Town. They would all be like, "Oh, my family is dead, but that's okay. That was nighttime. Can I get you something to eat?" It's a strange vibe.
Wow.
So is there like a happiness index, based on the economics or the GDP that causes happiness, or is this just
the GDP of a town?
The GDP of a town. I don't know how it works, Tyler. I've never been in a mist world.
If I went around and asked everyone on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the happiest one could imagine, and 1 being my go-to state, they would all say they were 11.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
That's just the contrast between like nighttime dying, then daytime they're just like, woo, fuck yeah.
It seems like by their first sunrise in town, they are all woo on an ongoing basis.
Interesting.
All right. Look, hey, we came here because this was the tallest point in town that we could see. We wanted to get an idea of how this Black Knight does things, if he's going to come for us tomorrow night, and if we are to take his helmet.
He's coming for you personally. I thought he was just going to kill everyone. That's sort of his MO.
Pointed at us, and on the way here, his guys pointed at us. Didn't attack us, but were like, "We see you," kind of thing. So
so this is one of those bad times where the Black Knight comes 2 nights in a row. Well then you're fucked tomorrow night. You're completely fucked. Whatever you need to do it before then. Game over for you.
Thanks, Werner Herzog.
Well, what can you tell us about this Black Knight? Because we kind of saw him in action. And he has like magic swords that can kind of like Mjolnir their way to him.
Swords, yeah.
Yes, he was a former champion of Ezra, fallen to darkness when his family was taken. He changed his armor, he raised monsters, and now he comes out of a ruined temple of Ezra. Usually 1 night in 3, though I guess you guys made it something special. And he comes into town to commit wanton homicides over and over again. No one has been able to slay him. No one has been able to stand against him in battle. It's best to hide, because he is death made manifest.
Yeah, well, death is going to find death itself, because I have this bow.
Yeah,
we will take. I was gonna say we will take a 3-minute ad right here. Take a breather, or 90 seconds. Sorry, take a breather, friends out there. and we will be right back after a quick ad break. We are back, and Adam has learned who Werner Herzog is along with our subscribers. And we hit our subscriber goal. Absolutely amazing.
Oh my
Thank you,
God.
everybody. That's so great out there.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
We've got a new poll up. I think it's just gone live for you to be able to choose who gets the gift from the mists. So please contribute to that, and that will occur.
Oh,
But we're returning to our conversation with Werner Herzog, where Guy just stated that he has a bow, and that will defeat the Black Knight.
Mm-hmm. So pretty impressive. I got it from a bird. He flew away, and I don't want to toot my own horn, but I'm pretty strong. And this night, this dark knight who's not Batman, well, he's going to go the way of, I don't know, some loser who dies.
So like a lot of his victims.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Thanks,
So,
Tyler.
like, whoever you took your pants from, it would appear.
Yeah. They're tiny pants. I know. I'm sorry.
Okay, so if you're going to hunt down the Black Knight,
Yeah.
you probably need some equipment outside of vests and fedoras.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, that might work. Yeah.
Yeah, all I have are robes. They won't help you. But what you could do is go out. Originally, this city was like a pizza with very thin slices. But with all of the deaths, the various skill sets and one might say classes have been spread throughout the town, but they all have one leader. So if you could convince them that you are from their group or you belong to their specific type of warrior, they could give you the equipment they would normally give to one who arrived and had their skills.
I'm sorry. I have ADD that I was caught on the town being a pizza.
We live,
Dell,
we live in a thin crust pizza, guy.
Okay.
Obviously.
Okay.
Life is a flat circle, like a
Yeah.
pizza.
The more deaths make it like a Chicago kind of like deep dish. Is that what I'm picturing here?
Sure.
So what,
I'm
is,
following along.
not.
is it like guilds or something? There's like different kinds
Yes.
of
Exactly. They've gone by their skills. So in town, there are, if you're looking for the people you could talk to,
Yeah.
there's the rogue leaders, monks, wizards. There's the leader of the bards, the barbarians, the clerics, the druids, the fighters,
Oh my God.
and the rangers. And then there's me, the mayor. You can't have my job. Fuck you.
Okay.
I remember some of those.
Barbarians.
You could kind of just talk to whoever you think is the most
Yeah.
interesting to you personally.
Who would be best against a dark knight who wields magic and has, just throngs of I guess enemies he can summon? A barbarian?
A barbarian
take
is
all
good
of
if you like to get really angry. If you have a bow already and want to do bow things, then you could go to, I guess, Smokewing, the Aarakocra Ranger.
I met him, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah,
You
that
were in
was
his house,
We all
you were
did.
holding his
Yeah,
bow.
we truly all did.
Oh.
Yep.
I assume all the bird people are called Smokewing, so I'm glad I met the right one.
Yeah, no, it's just the one that's a first name, Smokewing.
Okay.
So what if, since I'm half dead, what if I wanted something that would keep me as far away from the action as possible, but I could still, attack people?
Well, I mean, you could.
Sounds like Ranger again.
Yeah, right? Ooh, is there one where I can get armor? Is there a place where I can get custom armor?
Well, you could try to convince perhaps the fighters. They have the best armor of everyone.
Could I be a fighter and a wizard? Could
I
I be
don't
like?
know,
Could I
man.
get like? Could I get like? Wait, Werner, hold on. Could I get like cool armor, like custom armor? Like I could draw it, and then I could have like wizard powers come out of my armor.
I doubt it. There's a
Yeah,
blacksmith
Why
in
can't I
town.
have armor and be a wizard?
Well,
One
listen,
day, Adam.
there's a two things.
It just got
Having armor is about, I guess, buying thing or convincing someone to give you armor.
Okay.
Being a wizard takes training and understanding.
But okay, but if I
have
get the
a day.
armor, then I'll train to be the wizard.
I don't think you can pull that off by the afternoon. So you might have to pick kind of an A-B.
Okay, what if I ordered the armor and then they delivered it to the wizard school so I learn, but then when I'm learned, I have the armor?
And Werner is just going to turn to you, Del, and say,
So he's an idiot, right?
I deal with this all the time. This is
Yeah, so should we just get him armor and he can yell the word wizard while he hides?
Yeah, maybe if we just all pretend. I think that the improv people do that thing where they like act like they hold things or do things and then people like react to it. So maybe we can just, make him convinced that he's doing magic. I don't know. I just usually ignore it until he stops.
Okay, so
I'm trying to use my charisma. It's plus
are you
5.
saying that aloud or are you trying to pitch a dice roll?
I'm doing both.
Cool. Roll me a persuasion.
Persuasion. Okay. So I think my charisma's like plus 5.
It'll have a little number next to your persuasion stat, so I would.
Oh, that says plus 3, but my charisma's plus 5. All right, I'll do plus 3.
It shouldn't be. Your charisma saving throw might be, but that's not helping you here.
Oh, my saving throw is plus 5. Okay.
Yeah. You're trying to convince him he's not attacking you.
Okay. Yet. I rolled 6 plus 9 total.
6 plus 9 total. All right. And he looks at you and says,
very charismatic, good for you.
and then he pats you on the head twice and he turns back to Del and is like,
So I can summon the fighters to get his armor for you if you like.
Yeah, we might as well just do that, or else this is going to take the whole night.
Okay, so I mean, they're not going to be available till the morning, so you're going to have to probably sleep here anyways. But
Okay.
Smoke Wing for the bowman. I'll summon Turner Run and her translator for the idiot. What about this one?
and he just points to Tyler.
What are your skills? What do you want to be when you grow up?
Yeah, Tyler, what do you want to do?
I am a grown up. I'm a sketch comedian. I don't know.
You want to do a magic?
Yeah,
you
come on,
want to
roll with
get
it,
an
man.
armor?
And these are just clothes. They can't give you the magic. It's just clothes. If you're a comedian,
magic
and
sounds
you,
way too hard.
if you tell tales, we could make you a bard. We could talk to the bards if you want.
Bards, like, isn't that like music and stuff? I can't do music.
yeah.
What's that?
I mean, usually, yes. You're not
Yeah.
giving me a lot to work with, so I have to pitch something.
Yeah, this is sounding like my conversation with Ezra all over again, where he's like, "You're here. You're a champion. You suck."
Tyler, you're a bit of a rogue, I would say. What with your dashing looks, your 5 o'clock shadow, you should get whatever rogues do.
Yeah, and don't get custom armor.
That's just your thing. So
Yeah, you don't need that.
no, I wouldn't. Want
Only one of us should have custom armor, so one of us stands out. So when that person comes, people could be like,
He's the
impressed.
boss, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to draw a picture.
I have to ask, Tyler, do you desire custom armor though somewhere in your heart? I don't want you just to give this up because you're a nice guy. This could be a role between you guys.
I do not desire custom armor. I desire to wake up from this nightmare.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay, so we can get him rogue outfits and you, director.
Yep.
What are you feeling, Del?
Oh, God, I don't even know. I would like to just not be here also, but I guess probably
The
need some
sneakiest
kind
is
of
the
a-
rogue. If you want to be invisible, we can bring you their clothing.
I do the
Great.
most-
Let's do that. Let's just do
Okay.
that. I'll stick with my black, stay in the background. They can be loud. It'll be fine.
Fabulous. So I'll summon those leaders of those groups to come in and help. We'll have those for you in the morning to have those conversations. You can all sleep on the second floor. There are beds for all of you. I'll wake you up when the sun comes up and things are not murdery anymore.
Oh, okay. I got to draw
Thanks,
a picture of
Werner.
my armor though first, so you could give it to them because it has to be like what I draw.
You can give it to them in the morning.
Oh, I thought they were. Oh, when are they coming? They're coming at night or in the morning?
In the morning. At
the
night, they
morning.
are all fighting for their lives, trying to spare as many as can be.
Yeah, remember
the
the fighting
monsters.
outside?
Yeah, I remember that. Ugh, it's going to take longer for the armor.
Yep. Good night.
And you've never seen an older man gently shove people up a ladder before, but you get the like getting brought to the guest room and kind of like the setup. So there are a selection of beds. Clearly, this is a place where people can fall back and hide out should things go wrong in the combat outside. Is there anything you all want to do before you settle down and draw a drawing while everyone else sleeps?
I want to talk to Ezra again if I could put on the laurel and see if I can communicate with him still.
For sure.
Are there bunk beds?
Roll me a d6.
5.
Yeah, there's one set of bunk beds.
Top bunk. Woo! Got it. Snagged it.
Coming under you, buddy.
Jesus Christ.
Give me a boost. Give me a boost. And I get up.
Okay, wait. Guy, can you roll me a dex? Or I guess what do I want it to be? I would accept athletics, or I would accept sleight of hand.
Athletics or sleight of hand. So let me see. I rolled a 5.
Oh, nice.
I'm pretty squirmy, so it might be like athletics.
And my athletics are +5. So
Great.
10.
You
Get in there,
try to give him a boost while he's yelling, but Adam slips and deals himself another point of damage because he has a horrific wound on his chest.
Oh, we're all gonna fucking die. This is fuck us.
My good chest. Yeah, 5 hit points. All right, I get up anyway, but it's not as fun. I don't have the fun boost I wanted.
All right, so you are up in bed now. The guy is on the lower bunk. Tyler and Dell. I guess Tyler is trying his crown. Adam's drawing a picture. Guy, do you just fall asleep? What are you doing?
No, I want to be part of what Tyler and Dell are doing, but I also want to be supportive of my friend who's injured. So I'm playing the middle ground and just like looking above at the top bunk, doing dog sounds to calm everybody.
Yeah, that's where those are the hungry dogs outside.
And I'm also checking in on Dell and Tyler, just giving positive support. Everything okay? Have you talked with Ezra yet?
I'm trying.
Okay, let me know if I can help.
Hello.
Hey, hi, Ezra. It's Tyler.
Hello.
I don't know if you knew
Tyler.
my name.
Nope.
I'm Tyler. When we did all the big group hug, that was Dell, Adam, and Guy.
Okay.
We've
Do you have
been
the helmet?
talking. No, it's still. It's the same night that we spoke to each other. I don't know if time is different for you, but
I don't know
no.
either. Depends. Different realms to different realms. What do you need?
We spoke to Werner Herzog, famed director, documentarian, and nihilist Werner Herzog. Did you bring him here?
Who?
Okay. I don't want to get into it, but he's a guy from back home that we all know.
Then yeah, that's probably me. Yeah. I mean, I had to test this spell and get somebody through, so I did like a lighter version of what I used to get the 4 of you.
Lighter
Is
version.
he a great warrior?
No, he's an old man.
Shit. I bet he's not afraid of death, though, is he?
No, he's not actually. No. So
Yeah. Your whole realm is weird.
yeah, I'm afraid of death. So something happened. But anyway,
I removed that part. I tried to get cleverer.
the Black Knight. He told us that the Black Knight was a former champion of yours.
Oh yeah, that happens.
What famous person did you bring here when the Black Knight was your champion? Who is this guy? Like, how do we beat him?
Oh, I mean, I don't know him personally. I'm a god, so there's like a lot of people who end up praying to gods and making things happen, and it adds up and it adds up. And let me tell you, they think that Ezra is a different god in every domain you go to, and almost none of them get it right. Like, they're all going to have their own temples, they're all going to have their own beliefs, and they're all kind of their own selection of wrong. I'm going to say, organized religion seems to be a lot of people just trying to make their own decisions and then claiming there's a justification.
So who's the Black Knight?
The Black Knight is a fallen champion of mine, apparently, and you need to steal his helmet.
You don't know his name or anything.
No, he's pretty much the Black Knight, as far back as anybody can remember, and I don't write stuff down. I'm a god. Why bother?
Why bother? Okay. Look, you set this criteria and you brought us here.
Yep.
We've been told to go talk to people in the village tomorrow morning and kind of convince them that we belong to their groups of different warrior classes.
Okay.
What is it that you saw in us? Like, where should we go? Where should I go?
Well, that's more of a you question. I picked you out because a small number of people want to be you, and everyone else thinks being you would be terrifying and the worst thing that could ever happen to them.
Yeah.
And I accidentally got comedians.
Yeah. Okay.
So, like, I don't really care what you wear. Just get the stuff you need.
Okay. Thank you. That's all I have. Bye.
Hey,
Good
welcome. You
night.
know, keep doing a good job.
Okay. Just take the crown off. Just like I've learned nothing. Oh, Ezra
Tyler,
doesn't
was
know.
that? Oh, sorry. What?
That was Ezra.
Oh, okay.
Uh-huh.
He doesn't know anything about the Black Knight. We got to get his helmet.
Did he say how to get the helmet?
No. I'm assuming we just take it off his head.
Great.
Yeah.
Oh.
So that'll be easy. What with his flying swords and horse.
Yeah.
Guys, you forget. I have a bow.
Right.
And after my custom armor comes in, we'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
So everyone settles down for an uncomfortable rest. Del, you don't really have the same belief in the rest of the team, such as their custom armor or being saved by Guy's bow, and you don't have a magical person you could talk to through a crown.
Yeah.
How are you doing in your bunk?
I'm assuming we can hear the screams of the dying through this window. I'm just, unless it's really good. Yeah.
You can hear a little bit of it, just enough to that if you're looking for it, it's there.
Great. Yeah, I think it's just settling down for the night, and then, man, totally not going to sleep here. Sounds weird, smells weird, bad, everything bad. I don't know if I can think of any way to defeat this man. I hate everything that's going on here. Usually I get my own hotel room when we travel to do these comedy shit. So now I'm having to listen to, I'm assuming that Adam and Guy talk way longer than we should be sleeping.
That's a pretty safe bet.
I think it's just having a bad time.
Yeah.
All right. I will say, Tyler and Del, can you both roll me? I would accept either a wisdom save or a con save. And Adam, can you roll me a persuasion?
Persuasion.
I did a wisdom save and I got a 21.
Oh my.
I did wisdom, and it's a dirty 20.
Ooh, okay. So I got 21 total.
All right. That was a test to see Adam's ability to convince Guy to stay up and talk with him, and he's very successful. Del, you tied it, so you will have had a good night's sleep because you've dealt with these idiots before and can tune them out. Tyler, you will have disadvantage on your first roll of the next day because them talking so loud left you in a panicked state.
Cool.
And you all go to sleep knowing that in the morning you have to convince people that you were warriors and then steal the Black Knight's helm, which means it's time for a quick 90-second commercial break. The next morning, you all wake up through a combination of well-rested in the case of Del, so excited that mild exhaustion doesn't matter for Adam or Guy, or completely freaked out, panicking, and kept up by friends drawing pictures for no reason, Tyler. You all find that has been delivered at the little trapdoor that leads downstairs a meager breakfast.
Ooh.
Some bread, there's some cheese, there's a little bit of food, so you'll get to eat before you come down. You're still wearing the clothes from the night before, and you see Werner Herzog, the mayor, just saying,
Okay, so everyone is outside ready to meet you, the ones that you all wanted to meet. You're going to have to speak to them individually. So the rogues are speaking with Tyler and Del. Smoke Wing is going to speak with you, Guy. And Adam, you're going to speak with the Turnaround Bright Eyes and a translator. Oh, Guy, you have your hand up.
Yeah, Werner, I'm really sorry. This is really embarrassing, but just because we're all going to be speaking with these people up close, I assume. I kind of, this sounds weird because we're in a fantasy land, but do you have any maybe like toothbrushes or anything? I just don't want to be up close and spewing morning breath on people. Is that something you guys have? Like,
No, but you can make whatever you want. I have some reeds if you need something or whatever you can find.
Maybe our breath heals like how our wounds heal.
Yeah,
Well, come
you
here for
were
a
all
second,
amazed
Adam.
because
Yeah,
I
is
was gonna
Adam
say,
better? You gotta
we're
check
gonna-
him out.
We're gonna test that. I'm gonna look at his chest, but also I'm gonna say, breathe right in my face. Take a big sniff. What does that? What does that smell like?
before I decide the roll on this, Adam, are you a guy who brushes his teeth a lot? Are you not? Like, where is Adam's hygiene at normally?
I need to brush my teeth. Like if I miss a toothbrushing for whatever reason, I just like my day is like off. I feel it on my teeth, man.
It's very bad, Tyler. The breath smells bad. It's bad. But when you look at his chest/tummy when he pulls his shirt up, no scar. He's back to 100%.
What?
Whoa!
Oh my
What the
God.
fuck?
Look at this.
Oh, Adam, Jesus.
Look at my chest, Tyler.
Stop. Oh my God. I got to get away from him.
chest.
Your chest is healed. Your mouth is worse somehow.
I'm gonna eat some fruit to make my mouth better.
I will say you all have an apple each from the endless apples of the last house. So
Oh,
you now you have apple breath, and you are good to go
That's
outside.
better.
That's better
Nature's
breath.
toothbrush.
That's what my
So
dad
you
would say,
all
yeah.
turn to exit, and Werner says,
You have to convince them that you're actually the kind of warrior that they need. They won't waste equipment on anyone. Good luck.
and he
What?
shoves you out the door, and he follows. Tyler, you were at the tail end of the group.
Yeah.
And you were the last person to go through the door. Only you feel a tug on your ankle. And when you look down, you see a tendril of mist rising out of the ground that is looped around your ankle. And it slides back and forms almost a smoke-like misty hand on the floor, and then pulls back and disappears. And the Watchers have left an item for you. You look down and you see a watch with a skull face that is ticking quietly on the floor. It's very shiny, and you have a very strong sense that it has been left for you.
Okay. If I have that sense that it is for me, I will pick it up. Otherwise, I would have run from that watch, that floor watch. I'll stoop down and pick it up. Can I get a closer look at this thing? What's going on with this watch?
It's ticking away, and it's ticking away, and you can see that there are 3 panes of blue glass that cover its 2 eyes and its nose. And there is a secondary dial with a small skeletal hand that is at the top. It is at the peak.
Okay.
Can you roll me an insight?
This will be with disadvantage.
We won't count that for this one because this is from the Watchers, so they get around
Okay.
your exhaustion.
Okay. Insight, you say?
Yes, please.
That is a total of 14.
Total of 14. You feel the magic of this watch overtake you, and it bonds with you in a jolt deep down in your core. And you are now aware of what this watch can do. Tyler, you have a death loop watch.
Oh my God.
So what this means is the watch can reverse time just long enough to keep you alive if you are dying.
Ooh.
Whoa.
So when you die, one of the panes will crack, and it will bring you back to life with 1 health. So the Watchers clearly want you to stay alive in this. For each pane of cracked glass, there's a 25% chance that the watch fails to reverse time when you die. So the first time
Okay.
it succeeds, and then we have to roll because once 1 pane is broken, it's a 75% chance, then a 50, then a 25 until all the panes are broken, at which point it becomes non-magical.
Okay. Jesus. Thank you, Watchers. I may not know where this came from, but I am grateful for it. That is a fucking grim item, though. I'll put that on, and in my heart of hearts, I know this is the function of this watch.
Yes.
Okay.
The moment you interact with it, you can feel that.
Okay.
Almost as if you had, in some sort of accelerated way, attuned with it so that it would
Oh,
attach to you and you would know its
wow.
magical properties.
Okay. Well, alrighty then. I'll have that on my wrist, and we'll catch up to the group.
Outside, there are 5 figures that are waiting, and it is clear when you look at them who each person is going to talk to. A, because Guy, you're seeing the Smokewing who you saw last night, so that one's pretty straightforward. Dell, as Tyler steps up and joins you, you can see 2 dwarves with bright red beards that have been darkened with soot to an almost smoky brown, but there are hints of red in it, and black robes. It's kind of like seeing Batman in daylight. Like they are perfectly dressed for night stealthing, and they are dirty and they've just come from combat, but they are both standing side by side and they are completely identical. You cannot tell the difference between these dwarves. And Adam, you would guess, looking at the two figures in resplendent combat armor, they're heavily armed with traditional weapons. The first is standing, looking down at you. She has silver hair that is swept back. Very much a Lord of the Rings style elf figure, very dignified. And then next to her, looking very much like Nick Offerman meets one of the characters from the docks in season 2 of The Wire. Just a burly big guy in armor standing next to her. And Werner says, okay, you got to go talk to who you need to. And he just shoves you all towards your general conversations. Guy. Smokewing says, right, how'd the bow do for you? These are all far enough apart that you're having your own conversation separately. This isn't an everybody joins everybody's.
It was great. It really helped me. I used some of the arrows. I actually I stuck him in the eyes of some of the guys. I was pretty good.
Wow,
so thank
nice.
you. Yeah.
So you're a ranger?
Yeah. I mean, I guess I'm pretty good with ranged weapons, but I feel like I'm kind of like an everyman. You know, like I could be up close, I could punch, I could kick, but yeah, I mean, you give me something, coach, and I'm going to work with it.
Oh, well, we have a lot of casualties, right? So I can't just go giving suits to whoever's around. If you're not a ranger, you should go talk to whoever your specialty is. If you do a lot of punching, maybe you're a monk, right?
Wait, monks punch?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Well,
that's what they do, right?
Look, I got to be honest with you. I don't really know what I'm good at, but I think I'm pretty even overall. And
okay, why don't you shoot your bow at that wall, right? Let's see how you do.
That wall that's so far away?
No, the one in the middle. It's kind of a little bit.
Oh, okay. The one that's like 20 feet away from us.
Let's say 40, but yeah, you know, I'm not good.
40
I'm a bird,
feet.
Whatever.
Yeah. Okay, but okay.
Can you roll me a persuasion?
Roll you a persuasion. I'm going to do it. Here goes.
Let's see if you can get Smokewing to let you have the closer wall.
So that's 17. And where's my persuasion? Do I use my... Oh, okay. So it's a 19.
Look at that. Nice, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that one that's 20 feet away. Why make good? You're good, right?
You birds. Yeah, okay. So... here goes, I guess. I don't know. First time. And I load up my arrow and I shoot.
Great. Roll me that attack roll.
And 13 and
plus 5 is an 18.
Plus 5, 18.
It thuds into the wall right at head height. It's perfect. Smoker's like, rah! Well, if you're good at other things, don't tell anybody. You're a ranger now, right?
I'm a ranger. Wow, this is fate. Thank you. Thank you.
Smokewing takes you under his literal wing and walks you over and starts getting you suited up in a ranger outfit that is brought over by some of his other rangers. All of them very smoky, exhausted from the fight, but they're there to gear you up now that they know you're a ranger.
Wow, how do you even manipulate things with your little feather fingers? I don't get it. Okay.
I got hands. And you realize that there's a lot of person in this bird person, just enough to be able to do everything else.
Nice.
Meanwhile, Dell and Tyler, you are approaching the two dwarves. Look up at you and say, "Oh, so you think you're going to be thieves, you rogues? You're dressed different, which is weird." And the other one says, "Yeah, that's kind of weird. See, the one thing about us is we're nimble. We're quick," says the other one. "We're dwarves. Rogues." And then they both do a backflip. It's perfect. It's really weird how in sync these two are.
Whoa.
Wow.
Sick backflip.
Thank you very much. Now do what you do to prove that you're rogues. I'm sure you two have sorted out a routine.
I look over Tyler. And I pull out 2 of my rings from my magic kit, and I give one of the rings to Tyler, and I have one of the rings in my hand. And I'm ready, Tyler.
Yes, I am, Del.
Okay, just spin around, and then we're gonna clank, and I'm gonna sleight of hand to put the rings together, like while Tyler just holds it.
All right, I'm gonna spin around, and then I just hold the ring out in front of me.
And you both feel like the eyes of the universe are upon you.
Oh.
You feel that there is this great force. You can feel the mist rising up from the earth, and you can feel it fueling what you are doing. And you know that the Watchers are watching, and they are enhancing this for you. But it is a power that can work either in your favor or against your favor.
Oh, no.
This is something that I have added to this game because of our love of our experiences in Vampire the Masquerade, where there are messy successes and bestial failures. The Watchers have the ability to cause a die roll to become what I like to call a spooky success, meaning it will succeed far in way more than you ever could in a way that might be horrifying, or a freaky failure, meaning it goes so bad and so weird you don't know what's going to happen.
Okay.
The Watchers have gifted you this for this roll. It will be a D6 on a 4+, spooky success. On a 1 to 3, it's a on a 1 to 3, it's a freaky failure. Which one of you wants to roll the die for this check? I'm thinking it's probably Del, the magician, knowing that this is a magic trick.
That makes more sense to me because it is also her plan.
Okay. I have a D6. It's got raccoons on it. So,
Oh,
see.
fun.
I rolled
Thank
a 3.
you, Waffle Marine.
Fuck.
Raccoons are fickle.
All right.
Raccoons are
Raccoons.
fickle creatures.
It's true.
You slam the rings together. And due to the influence of the Watchers, they bash together so hard that both rings shatter and explode outwards. Can you both roll me dex saves?
Do you want disadvantage to apply on this one, sir? For myself?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Thank you. That'd be perfect.
All right. So between a 17 and a 6, we'll take the 6. A total of 9 for my dex save.
I rolled a 2, so that gives me a 5 for my dex save.
Great. And
fuck this up, Tyler.
due to a series of terrible rolls, the 2 dwarf specialists both still managed to roll a 2 and a 4. Everybody's having a bad time. You all take 3 points of damage from the exploding rings. And you just hear both the dwarves go, fuck me, what are you doing, you dirty they're trying to kill us! They're trying to kill us! And they just bail. They throw smoke bombs down, and they're gone.
When the smoke clears, I am on the ground.
Also on the ground. I am picking pieces of metal out of my forearms. Like, oh fuck! Oh,
Ow. Out of my
so
knuckles
shitty.
because I had my fingers wrapped around the ring and up my arm. Yeah.
I thought that would work. I don't know.
What
I panicked.
magic kit do you did these come from?
Adam got it for me. Like, I don't know. It's
Oh my god.
maybe it was a trick magic kit that fucks up people who use it. I don't know. Now I'm scared of what those cards are.
It's just a box of knives. That's all.
Shit.
You two are left having received no equipment and seemingly offended the entire rogue faction of town.
Oh, jeez.
Meanwhile, Adam, you were about to start your conversation and then watch 2 rings explode and some dwarves run away. But you've got it drawing, and you've got who you are approaching, Turner and Bright Eyes, who's standing regally looking down at you.
And Bright Eyes?
Yep. That's her name.
Previously on Turner and Bright Eyes.
And you said there was 2 people. There's the
next to her is the big guy named Olaf. Yeah.
Oh, Olaf. All right.
Yep.
Bright
Turner goes through a quick series of signs with her hands. And Olaf says, "Oh yeah, that's what she does, huh? So this is Turner and Bright Eyes. She leads the fighters. I translate because odds are you don't know the sign language. You're a fighter."
Yeah, and so in my mind, I've done a lot of job interviews, so I know how to impress. So that +5 charisma is just like flashing, like nonstop in my head. So I have my paper and I kind of do like a flourish and I do like the deepest bow that I can do, and I go like, armor maiden and assistant, I am in awe of your armor. I wish to learn and I wish to be a part of who you are. I made a really, really good drawing of what I need you to make, so I can be the best that I can be for you. Here's the drawing.
And you hold up the drawing, and Adam, you feel the mist come through the ground underneath you, and you feel it come up and infuse your drawing. And we have another spooky success or freaky failure, Adam. So can you roll me a d6?
I really want this armor. So I'm sorry. So if it's 1 to 3, everything goes to shit?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not even going to look at it first. 5. That's good.
Yeah.
And yep.
That's good. That's good, Adam.
It's good for you. Fuck me, but it's good for you. You hold up the picture and you just see Turnarin's eyes go wide. And she looks to Olaf and she signs frantically with her hands. And Olaf goes, wait, it can't be. It can't be. You're the one?
Oh, this is what I wanted. This is what I wanted. I
The
say out loud to
chosen
myself.
one? The grand fighter that we all needed to save Happy Town from all the monsters out there?
Oh, I'm just kind of like moaning. I'm just like, oh,
Jesus.
And these are your chosen companions. These are heroes. We're going to outfit you. We're going to get you everything you need so that you can get out there into the field. I'll get this built for you right away, sir. And Olaf just takes your drawing and he dashes off to get the armor built.
Sweet.
And Turnarin starts signing, and other fighters come out, and they even grab Tyler and Dell, who are now both going to be outfitted as fighters because you are all the entourage of the one.
Will
the
they get
great
armor
warrior.
too?
Spooky success, man. When it's good, it's good. Don't ask me questions or you get less.
Oh no, I'm just saying. Is there a way I can like maybe say like, but like focus? Focus on mine.
You can say whatever you want. This is a world where just she's summoning other fighters in to grab your friends and do measurements and stuff.
Good. This pleases me. Though focus on mine because I drew my drawing.
And you just see Turnarin look to her left and sign to somebody who seems confused, and then sign even harder, just point in their face, and they leave. And somebody comes up to you, one of the fighters, a big guy, and he seems nervous. He's like, chosen one, what is your name, and what is the name of your band of heroes?
Oh, well, my name is Adam McNamara, and our team is known as, and I do another bow, Wet Change.
And that was when the name Wet Change, carried from the past, was born into Ravenloft as heroes led by the chosen one, Adam McNamara. And that'll be that episode, friends.
Hey!
Oh, man.
Adam's our leader?
Incredible.
Boing!
Which no one expected.
What?
Thank you to Mama Strange and thank you to Waffle Marine for those wonderful spooky successes and freaky failures. They impactful whatever they happen, as we've learned.
Yep.
And thank you to everybody. Tyler's got his cool Deathloop watch now.
Yeah,
which was,
thank you, everyone.
Yeah, that's
from
fun.
all of our subscribers for meeting the goal. So
insurance policy there for old Tyler.
yeah, we will take a little breather right now. I think Laura will throw up a little break for me to furiously write onto character sheets what everyone just got for themselves. And then we will come back for another episode in about 15 minutes. So thank you, everybody. You're all the coolest, and we'll see you very, very soon.
I think is kind of just like a grain, similar to like, I know, quinoa.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
It's
fine.
very
Makes sense.
interesting. Yeah. Bulgur's
We've taken
pretty
over
good
the
for
show
you.
now.
Yeah.
It's
Hi,
ours.
everyone. We are aware that you're hearing us talk about Bulgur. We're just waiting for Ryan to get back, and we'll be kicking things off shortly. But in the meantime, please enjoy Guy's Bulgur Corner.
So bulgur again is very much kind of like a grain. It puffs up when you add water. It's actually it's
It
pretty
sounds
good
like
for
quinoa
you.
or rice.
It very good, Tyler. It is very much like rice or quinoa.
Okay,
Is it
so
like Sugar Crisp?
why is it?
Remember Sugar Crisp? You know how it looks?
Adam, could you ask that question louder?
Hey, guy, you think Sugar Crisp is just a bunch of bulgur in a bowl?
Does anybody have any more
With
bulgur
sugar?
questions? You know,
Why did I
not
take a
related to
drink?
sugar.
Why?
I got
Ugh.
I ordered away. I bought some Sugar Crisp one time, and I ordered away, and I got a funnel that goes on top of the Sugar Crisp, so you could just like chug it.
That's not real.
Oh, it's real.
That's fine.
It's 100% real.
Are they really leaning into that? Can't get enough of that Sugar Crisp
Yeah.
that you have to like force your esophagus open with a third-party tool.
I don't know if I'm allowed to leave,
To
but it's in
consume
my
it?
kitchen. I can run and go get it.
Let's not.
No,
No.
it fits on.
More-
Like the thing is, you're supposed to like you trim the top of there's the bag and the cereal. You trim the top, and then you fold the sides of the box down. And you put this thing on top, and you just have to like chug Sugar Crisp cereal with like no milk, no nothing. And I did it, and my mouth was so dry, but it was like I don't get it.
Yeah,
I got it.
I don't know why you did it.
I got like, you cut out the little thing and like I got that. It was like, you got to pay for shipping, right? So it's like, that's
yeah,
pretty
you
rare.
gotta
I
pay
think
for
it's
shipping.
You got to pay for shipping. Can't get enough of that shipping.
I was upstairs going, you don't need to worry, Ryan. They're going to cover the airtime with something amazing. And I came back to hear about how dry your mouth was and shipping. I was like, oh
Yep,
no.
we did it.
never
Nailed
know.
it.
We didn't
never
talk
know.
enough about bulgur.
We pivoted to Sugar Crisp.
Me want Sugar Crisp. Me want Sugar Crisp.
All
Remember,
right. Thank
Honeycomb?
you for allowing that delay, lovely watchers out there in the dark. D&D characters are not necessarily meant to be built on the fly really rapidly, but I am determined to do it no matter what. Created a format to punish myself. This is what I do.
You're both insane and doing a great job somehow.
Thanks. Around all four of you, you are hurriedly being dressed as heroes, the heroes of Wet Change, the chosen ones who are here to save the town. You don't really have to interact terribly much with this process. Somehow, through what Adam did, everybody is 100% on board with giving you all everything you want. So I just want to have an idea of how you are all currently looking and what you are kitted out in. One thing we're going to do, so we don't have to keep track of everything that is in all of your packs, because that sounds like an elaborate hell. If everybody could just make a note that we're going to add stress. So everybody will have 3 points of stress that you can use over the over the next stretch. I may add some more in future. Stress is from Blades in the Dark. Tom has introduced this in a bunch of our other shows. It's just a way of being like, remember when I prepped this thing? And if you can justify it and I actually believe it, I'm going to put that big
throw
ass
that caveat in there.
you can spend that point of stress to have something. It means you don't have to do as much planning in advance in terms of like, what did we bring? Because you'll have the ability to have brought the thing you needed from these sessions, especially with what's been going on here. However, you are all being dressed. I will say for Dell and Tyler, you are both given some good berries, so you'll heal up all your injuries from the exploding rings. So just
that's
make a note that your
nice.
health is back to 100%. And now we find out what everybody looks like. So, Guy, you are dressed now as a ranger, which means you have received a short sword, and you already had your short bow, so we're going to keep you with that one. And you now have leather armor, but I would love to hear your description of how you look if you wanted to hang on to your weird toga pants armor. I don't know how you're dressed, but I'd love to hear it.
No, I would like all of that stricken from the record. The old short clothing. So what I would like to wear now is I would kind of like not fully black leather, but a lot of dark mahoganies. Okay, so almost a vest that Kevin Sorbo as He-Man. Kevin Sorbo.
In another.
What universe is
This
this?
is canon now. This
As
isn't our
Hercules,
universe.
You forget, Guy is incredibly Christian religious. So in his household, Kevin Sorbo played every character. If they were male, they were Kevin Sorbo.
Yeah.
Kevin Sorbo's not dead. Love that film. There's the vest that kind of like his Hercules character wore. What was it? Anyways, I'm gonna have basically this. I'm gonna just, you know what? I'm gonna make this easy.
You're dressed like
dressed
Kevin
like
Sorbo?
I'm dressed like Hercules. Kevin Sorbo as Hercules, but it's kind of like a reddish mahogany leather. And I want to give it a little cape though. Now this will, because everything's short, I want to have a short little cape. Like it doesn't go like, it just slightly goes past the shoulder blades.
Is it on
like
both
a
shoulder
bib?
blades? Or are you talking like a capelet over one arm to the waist, just on one side?
What? No, I'm talking just the back.
I like that you're offended by me trying to guess what cape you're putting on Kevin
because
Sorbo's Hercules.
this one I can this one, like, I guess I could turn it, like, what's the use? Let me ask you, what's the usefulness of having it to one side?
There's no use. It's just a dumb cape.
It's just, we're just trying to
Okay.
paint a visual here with language.
You know what? Then you know what? Fuck it. I'm not doing short cape. You know why? Because I'm being serious now. It's a long cape.
Okay.
Long cape to make up for all the short things.
Too long.
Not too long. It's
No, this
on
is
it.
serious. It's not
an
too long.
adequately
Carried over
sized.
an arm.
I'm already dressed like Kevin Sorbo as Hercules from 1996. So I'd like everything else to just be, a little bit more refined. That said,
I'm imagining Guy saying this to Smokewing, like verbatim, all of this, just telling him about the cave.
now that said, I would like to have leather gloves, for like punching, and maybe they're studded. And across the legs, I again, kind of like these boots. I don't know what it's called, the anatomy of a large boot, but whatever it is goes up basically to my knee. Okay, so I have some kind of protection,
Like a riding boot kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah, with maybe a little bit of extra protection padding on it.
Right.
So we got comfy, high, like knee-high boots. We got a full Kevin Sorbo getup and a long cape, all in rich mahogany colors.
Kevin, the cape is black, and Kevin Sorbo as Hercules. Otherwise, he means nothing. to me.
You don't want to associate with him?
Yeah, I'd like actually stricken from the record.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if we could go back just on behalf of Dum Dums and Dice, imagine Kevin Sorbo as Hercules and then remove Kevin Sorbo. And that's what we would like you all to imagine. So no,
Thank
it's
you,
been
yeah.
desorbed. We just want you focused on the outfit.
Fuck Kevin Sorbo.
Can I make a suggestion that your bow is the Sorbo?
Boy, and we're back in.
Oh,
Stricken
God.
from the record. Stricken from the record.
Now he doesn't have a bow. No, he does. But he can name that on his own time. Del, you and Tyler are both being dressed as fighters because the rogues now consider you people attacking the town, but the fighters are convinced that you are part of this large, fantastic entourage. So, Del, you are wearing leather armor, and Tyler, you are wearing chainmail.
Okay.
I checked with you off air, Tyler, so I know a great sword is your weapon. So you're given a two-handed sword.
Okay.
And Del, you will be given a short sword and a shield. But I would love to hear, Del, what does your outfit end up looking like? Normally, I would not give you this much power, but gotta love those spooky successes.
All right. I think, especially with the amount of armor, I'm like, I still just want to be cozy. So I feel like it looks very anachronistic because I'm like, I kept my tactile neck from my backstage and my black cargo pants, and I just put armor, the leather armor on top of that. So it's like a leather armor chest piece that just comes out, and then it's like my normal clothes poof out underneath it. So it's just like the couple bits of leather armor on top of the clothes that I brought with me, basically.
So it's kind of like wearing smaller fitted football pads over your regular clothes.
Exactly. Yes.
Great. And what does your shield look like?
The shield, Let's see. I think the shield is kind of square. So you can it's like a square, taller shield that can be hunkered down behind.
Perfect.
I think it probably has whatever the Happy Town logo is probably on there.
The Happy Town logo is just a smiley face with an arrow through its head.
Perfect. That's what's on my shield.
Fabulous. Tyler, what are you looking like?
Since it's chainmail, that's all pretty loose and not very form-fitting. So I think I have chainmail, like a chainmail shirt, but then some kind of like leather pants and boots, and some leather integrated into the body to give it more form and hold things in place. So one leather shoulder pad and some leather hardened across my belly to kind of give it more shape and form. It looks like I'm wearing like a leather like corset basically to keep like the chainmail in place. Yeah. And like elbow pads and knee pads. Yeah. Like it looks like squire training gear.
Cool. And is there anything of particular to note about your large two-handed greatsword?
No, I think that is also like extremely unremarkable. This belonged to someone who died last night kind of equipment. It's notched in the blade and all that kind of stuff, nicks, and it's it's very, very plain looking. But just a long sword, yeah.
And last but not least, buckle up, folks. We're going for a ride. Adam, what's your armor look like?
Okay, so I'm sitting on like a couple boxes, and I'm just kind of like kicking my feet, waiting for my armor to get done. And then Bright Eyes kind of like gives me a nod. I'm like, oh, and so I get up, and there's like this like alley. It's like a pretty big alley, and there's like rows of people, and they're like all like kneeling, and there's like the main dude, what's his name, Olaf. He's at the end of it, and he's like, come. And then as I walk, you hear like this orchestra, like you hear like this music start to go, and then as I walk by, somebody like slaps on a piece of armor. And like, keep in mind that like later, once this is done, I can just take the armor off like super easy, but it's like really complicated right now. So as I walk, it's like, and then it goes, bum, 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 bum. And then by the time I get to the end, I'm like 100% RoboCop. And I just look so cool. And my rapier is like the data spike that he has. And the shield I have is like the OCP like police shield. And whenever I have my helmet on, I got to talk like RoboCop. But when I take it off, I just talk like me.
Okay.
It takes half an hour.
Okay, technically I have to allow this. Thank you, watching.
Also, nobody can injure him if he doesn't want to be injured at that exact time.
No,
that's right.
That I do not allow.
Yeah, also, if people attack me, I can say like no, and then they don't attack me.
Yeah.
And
Nope,
everyone's
that
really
doesn't work
attracted to him.
Yeah,
I was gonna say,
he's too handsome. I can't.
just so I can picture this rapier, to be clear, is it a rapier sword you can slot in, or is it a thing in your arm you can like Henry Cavill reload a blade out of your hand and then fight people with it?
So if I'm picturing a rapier correctly, you know how it kind of has that guard? So I would hold it, but the guard looks like my fist. So it kind of looks like the data spike, but I'm actually like holding it like
So
a rapier.
it's literally a hand on a hand scenario. There's just
Yeah.
a
Yeah,
blade
and then my
going.
shield is like the police shield.
Yeah, just an OCP riot.
Yeah.
Can I redo mine?
Nope. None of us can. Neither can Adam. The only thing I will specify is you don't have to talk like RoboCop if you have the helmet on. I'm not going to stop you, but it's not canonically now you have to talk like RoboCop from the world.
To do so.
But like, you know, in the movie, because he has it on and he's like, drop it. And then when he takes it off, he's more like Murphy. Like he's more himself, right?
Adam, I would like to be clear for you. You're aware that in the movie, Murphy is mainly a robot and a little bit of person, right? That's why he sounds like a robot.
I've never watched it till the end. Don't spoil it.
So we have wet change, the logical conclusion of RoboCop, Hercules, a squire in training, and someone wearing their armor on the outside of their regular clothes.
Yep.
And the townsfolk all just reverently bow. and then all leave you with Werner Herzog. And he looks to you and says,
Okay, so you activated the prophecy. That was a bold choice. You need to vanquish one of the 3 great evils today, and another tomorrow, and another the next day. If you don't do it, they'll execute you because you've claimed the mantle of the chosen ones, and you weren't the chosen ones.
Who's they?
Did we sign a contract?
It's a verbal contract. The prophecy of the chosen ones is they are the ones who will free this town from the 3 great evils and then the dark one. And during each day, they will defeat one of the evils. You know, the Black Knight, the Spider Folk, and the Skinless. But they had a bunch of times in the past where someone would be like, I'm the chosen one, and then they weren't. They just took a bunch of stuff. So they agreed that if you say you're the chosen one, but then you can't complete your quest, the whole town kills you.
The whole town.
Yeah, everyone. I have to help them. It's not personal.
We appreciate the warning, Werner. Like, thanks at least for being a bro, you know?
Oh, you're welcome. See, I mean, the best shots you have probably is during the day when they're asleep. Otherwise, we never know which evil will come in the night to attack the town and either murder or drag out the townsfolk to remove the skins or feed them to spiders.
So the Dark Knight sleeps during the day and raids at night? Is that
yes,
the idea?
every night, either the Dark Knight or the Spider Folk or the Skinless will attack the town. One of them.
Do we know where they sleep?
Yeah.
Any of them?
Oh, yeah.
Here's their address.
Cool.
he takes out a piece of parchment that he's like done mini maps on because he knew you were going after the Black Knight. So
He's the best.
Such a bro.
Happy Town is basically a circular town. It doesn't have street names. There's no specific like districts of each thing. It's just generally run by the leaders of the different classes. To the north is the Dark One's Tower. That's the biggest bad in the realm. To the south is the ruined Temple of Ezra. That's where the Black Knight and his monsters hang out. To the east is Death Mountain, which is where the Skinless hang out in their caves. And to the west are the Night Woods, which are full of the spider folk and their webs. When you guys first arrived, you were at the edges of the Night Woods.
Ah.
Okay. Wait, the Night Woods has the
Spider folk.
Spider folk. Okay, well, I kind of originally wanted to go after a big baddie just because he threatened us, but now I'm thinking since, for logic, since we're so close to the spiders, why don't we just take care of the spiders and build up a rapport, have some good times, and
Well,
the Dark Knight guy said he was going to kill us tomorrow. So like, I think killing him while he's asleep.
Yeah.
Might be important.
But he expects us to be here. If we go to the spider folk, right? No.
But dude, if he's sleeping, we can just stab him in the head and take his helmet. We got that's one guy. We just stab him, and then we're like a third of the way done. My helmet's off, by the way. That's what I'm talking about. Just in case you're wondering.
I don't know, guys. I'm a big dumb. I'll do what everybody else wants. Okay.
What do you think, Tyler?
I think we should go to the south. I think we should go to Ezra's tower and get the Dark Knight. That's what I think. He's coming for us, and he has flying magical swords. Maybe he magically knows where we are at all times. I don't know. I don't want to find out.
Good point.
I think we should just kill him.
The enemy we know. We at least sort of know what we're walking into with him, I guess.
Yeah.
You make good points. You know what, guys? I'm with you all the way. Let's do it. Let's kill him.
And then I say, looks like the Dark Knight's going to be in a world of, and I put my helmet on, trouble. And then I like, bah, 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 and I walk away towards the tower.
Do you vocalize the RoboCop theme as you walk? Okay.
Yes.
We all hear that. Okay.
Yeah.
Man,
And that's
going to
be
a long
a quick-
3 days.
I said that's going to be a quick 90-second commercial break right there. That's just how can we not go out on a theme that we can't afford to have Adam sing anymore? All
in
right, we're
case.
back from the break.
Great.
You are all heading towards the ruined Temple of Ezra, being led or perhaps leading the slow-walking RoboCop-esque figure, because everyone else can just walk like a human. We're so close to me putting a ban just for legal purposes on that theme song. So save it for an important moment, Adam, or I'm going to shut it down altogether.
Okay, all right. What if I like change like bum ba bum bum bum?
That's weirdly enough better, or at least clearly make it a parody. Those are my requests from our legal department, which is just me being relatively aware of copyright.
All right.
Yeah. Answering
You
the
guys
question.
are heading towards what you can see in the distance is a ruined temple. You move towards the edge of town. The wall of mists is very far back. We're talking miles away from town into the distance, but it's got that feel of almost a video game where you hit the end of the level that it loads, and this one just has mist as the line in the distance. But that's well beyond the point that you're moving towards. You wander through town. You hear people whispering, "What change? What change? The chosen one. The chosen ones are going." And you clear town, and in the distance you can see what was once a vast, and for our knowledge it would look like the ancient cathedrals, only without any specific religious bent. There are elements that you could see from mosques, there are elements you could see from Christian churches, old kind of Jewish settlements and places of celebration, all built into this, but it is dilapidated and it is crumbling. Again, it is the haunted house you are seeing at daytime. It has spikes and other structures built around it. There are corpses laid out on things. You get the feeling this would be 10 to 15 times scarier if it was dark.
Yeah.
But you are under the bright light of, at this point, the noon sun, because it took so long to get your very specific outfits together. And you are heading towards this. You can see that there are tents set up around some of the exterior areas. You're not seeing any sentries, but you don't know anymore other than there are tents outside of this large collapsed structure. And when I say large collapsed structure, I am talking a castle or like small part of the Vatican scale collapse. It is big. It clearly would have been multiple stories, but they've caved in on themselves, so you might be able to find different ways in. There are a lot of ways you could go. You are still a ways out. What is your approach? You might all need to talk about that.
Yeah. So, look, this is a weird question to float, but does anyone feel like they've got any new powers that they want to bring up? I, for one, found this really handy watch that seems like I can't explain how I know this, but I know that if I die, this watch will bring me back at least once. Has anybody else got anything going on now that we're all geared up?
I'm not aware of anything that I have that seems to have any sort of magical property that might be helpful. Although, it would be cool if, because I'm the arrow guy, I could shoot an arrow up, as high as possible and then somehow get a lay of the land, like the tip of the arrow is an eyeball or something, but I don't think I have that.
Did you just make that up?
Maybe.
Okay.
Okay.
But you really have a watch, Tyler.
Yeah. Here it is.
Oh.
Little skull watch. Yeah. Deathloop watch.
Del and Adam, you both felt the effects of the mist during your big moments. The ones that made you into the chosen one and the one that shattered your magical ring. So you would be aware of that as an otherworldly force that has affected you.
Yeah, those magic rings they got for me, Adam, they exploded and pissed off dwarf twins, which is a sentence I hope to never say again and didn't like saying, but it felt weird. Like, didn't it kind of feel magical, Tyler? It was kind of like...
Oh, I can't explain.
Bad.
Yeah, well, no, yes, it was bad when ring shrapnel exploded into our hands, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. But, yeah, that seemed... like you were like, I don't mean anything by this, but I've never seen you that destructive before. Like smashing the rings. And obviously we're going to need whatever that kind of destructive force is. We're going to need you to bring that to the fore for all this shit we're about to get into. But yeah, I've never seen that before. It must be magic, right?
I guess, but I didn't feel like, I don't know if I did it, or I'm kind of scared it was bad.
Okay.
I take my helmet off and I'm like, oh, I had a completely different experience with that. I felt the mist, and then I felt like a really expensive like orchestra score start, and I just got exactly what I wanted. Which, I mean, you guys haven't really talked about my armor. You haven't even really like mentioned it. I put my helmet
did you
back
draw a picture of RoboCop and
like
give it
RoboCop.
to those people?
I did. Yep.
And you told them you're the chosen one. So now we have to do all this, or they'll all kill us.
I didn't say nothing. All I did was I like bowed and I did a bunch of charisma, and then they called me the chosen one.
Great.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't do nothing.
So for
I
whatever
just showed them
reason,
RoboCop, and now I got to see the shield. It's like the police badge, and then the sword I got is like his data spike.
Yeah, I see
It's
that. Buddy.
kind of crazy they did that overnight.
I know.
Well, how do they just have that anyway?
Yeah, you said you showed them RoboCop. What do you mean you showed them RoboCop?
I drew a picture of
That's like he was
RoboCop.
drawing all night while you guys
and all the
stayed up
stuff.
talking.
Oh, right. I forgot how you were talking for 8 hours about how you were drawing RoboCop. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you
That
guys
was
all slept
after
really
we
well through that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a
You know that
Terminator
one
guy.
game?
Yeah.
You know that one game you kind of like do that thing where it's like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It was after we did that game.
The sleepover
Right.
game. I
And
know.
talking about who I
Very
thought was cutest. And
house.
Yeah.
bar.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Werner.
Well, yeah. 'cause
Okay.
Okay.
And you
are
all
we-
end up
Yeah,
at the
it was.
edge of the temple ruin. You have advanced past the bodies. You are about 100 feet away from where some of the tents are built upon the rubble. What do you do?
Oh no. Yeah, I forgot the Black Knight guy had like a bunch of friends. You think his friends are all there now too? Great.
Well, if they're the Squire guys that we took on last night, I mean, I don't want to honk our own horns here, but we took care of them pretty good without weapons and armor. And maybe we can just,
Sneak in and kill him.
yeah. I mean,
Can we just walk up to the tents and stab him like bear attack style?
we could. I would maybe want to try and get past them.
Okay.
Just because I think the more time we spend fighting them, I don't know if the Dark Knight will wake up. I don't know if he needs 80 winks, like hard. Like I don't know, or if he's cool to wake up in the middle of the day and slay us while we're fighting his army of kids. Were they kids? They were little
They're
guys.
tiny.
They were just little. I don't kill kids.
Well, okay.
I kill little people, but not kids.
Great. Okay.
So,
Well,
are we thinking like vampire logic here? Like, as long as it's day, they're just out?
we don't know that.
We don't know. Ezra doesn't know anything about him. Yeah, we don't know.
So I guess just try to be
But
quiet,
this is-
get in there.
This is Ezra's tower. Hang on. I'm going to make a quick call.
Okay.
I want to put the laurel on Ryan and see if Ezra can't give us any kind of backdoor side entrance information.
Hello?
Hello, Ezra. Hi, it's Tyler again.
Yeah, you're the only one on the line, so that's fine.
Okay. Wait, do you know about phones?
Yeah, I got some ideas.
Okay, you just said on the line, so that's fascinating to me. We'll have to get into that later.
Yeah, I mean, most of this magic. Right now, I've got a series of cups attached to strings.
Oh, weird.
Having a physical manifestation of an ephemeral spell can actually solidify it into our various realities. But it's fine. You're on the fishing line. So what's up?
Wow. Okay. We're at your tower, where the Dark Knight sleeps, I guess, is what we've been told. It's named after you. Do you know this tower? Do you know this tower's layout?
Oh, no. Listen, people build a lot of temples and they do it all the time. And again, so many of them get it wrong. It's completely insane. I don't know why, but they get it so wrong.
Do they get it wrong in any kind of consistent way, or no?
Well, I mean, if you picture it, probably. I mean, you guys never found magic in your universe because you're idiots. But like, think of the big kind of things you'd expect. There was probably like a big hall where a bunch of people could stand and listen to whoever was giving a speech at the front. And then underneath, there's probably some sort of terrifying ossuary made of bones where they would inter the dead.
Okay. As he's getting into this kind of description, I just pull everyone in for a group hug and bring them into the party line. I just grab everybody like, okay, yep, keep going, Ezra, keep going.
Yeah, and then there's probably, within that a couple of crypts and that kind of thing. So if you figure Black Knight wants to hide from the sun, go deep. Go through the spooky parts and find the spooky guy.
Okay, so down into the crypts, most likely. Got it. Okay. All right, cool. Any other questions for Ezra, gang?
Are the people I killed last night, are those children?
Are those kids?
Did I kill kids?
Did you kill kids?
No, I don't think
Did you kill
so.
kids, guy?
No, fuck you.
Who did you kill?
Like they were these little tiny fellows that were trying to attack me, and they were trying to attack Smokewing, and I in Smokewing's house. And
Who's
I,
Smokewing?
He's a bird.
Well, were they like pranksters throwing rocks at like a bird?
they had actual like knives and swords and stuff, and I ended up like they attacked Adam. They
almost
attacked
killed
the whole. Yeah.
Okay, listen. There's like a 2% chance that those were children, but based on the description, my guess would be halflings, goblins, some sort of evil servant to the villain. I'm going to tell you, if they were working for the Black Knight, they're not kids, because there's no way he could manage that kind of workforce. Kids aren't very smart. They'd just be starving out in the woods. It'd be no good.
Okay, so for logistics,
He's not like what do you have like an Earth story about pickpockets or something where they're run by some creepy old bastard?
Probably Oliver Twist somehow. I don't know.
Perfect. Well, then he's not Mr. Twist.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Thank you. I'm glad to know that for logistics reason, this guy's evil doesn't go to children. It's
Do you know what? I'm just gonna give you all a heads up that like I don't think any of the places I'm gonna send you is gonna be a really bad stuff happens to kids place. Just gonna flag that.
okay.
All right.
I don't want you or anyone else
Okay,
who
all
may or
right.
may not be listening in to be worried about bad kid stuff.
Okay.
Great.
All right.
Thank you.
That's nice. Okay, that's nice.
You're
Okay,
giving us something, Ezra.
Yep.
Yeah.
That and the powers. Once you sort out getting the stuff you're gonna get, so just get down there and steal that helmet.
Great, Mr. Ezra. I have a question. Do you know what vampires are?
Yes,
Okay,
I do. Also,
so-
to be clear, I'll answer to Mr., Mrs., they, them, whatever you want. It's a God thing.
Okay. Do you think that vampire rules apply here? Because like they're in like the dark. So if we just like walked in, we wouldn't have to be super sneaky, or what?
When you say vampire rules, what do you think a vampire is?
Well, they drink blood. In the daytime, they sleep.
Right.
If you remove their heads, that's one of the ways you kill them, or a stake through the heart.
Yep, at least temporarily.
Oh, okay. And if they bite you, you turn into a vampire. Oh, no, wait, no. There's like Anne Rice rules where it's like you got to kind of get like romantic, and then they empty your blood, and then you drink a bit of theirs.
Yeah, I'd lean more towards that. It's not necessarily an everybody bites thing, but I mean, it depends on which domain you're in. But no, I mean, are you asking me if this Black Knight's going to be asleep?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, if he sleeps, yeah, probably. He's not going to be as tough as he is at night.
All right, great.
Oh, okay. All right,
That's
so
what we
kind of
need to know.
vampire rules.
Then
All right.
we got to make the most of the daylight that we got left. Goodbye, Ezra. Yeah.
Thanks,
everybody?
Ezra.
Yeah?
Bye.
Thanks, Ezra.
Yeah. Also,
Bye,
you
Ezra.
can keep this on and just talk to me whatever you want.
That seems so weird to me. Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay.
Okay, bye.
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 Can you still hear me?
Unlatch group hug.
Yeah, I can still hear you, but it's all good.
Okay. Okay. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Again.
See you
All right.
now.
He's nice.
It's like the Google being on all the time, listening to you, huh?
Yeah. Kind of.
Ooh.
Okay. So we sneak in, right?
Yeah.
I say, let's avoid fights if we can until we get down into the crypts. Look for probably, based on the pageantry we've seen with this guy, the biggest, baddest, nastiest looking crypt,
Yeah.
sarcophagus, whatever. Take his helmet, which is like the main thing, and then underneath the helmet should be a soft head that we should probably cut off or pulverize.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Agreed.
Mhm.
And he might be awake.
Okay, but what about
But
all
he
these
might be-
tents here?
We're
'Cause if-
gonna be careful.
We're going to pass the tents as quietly as possible.
Okay.
No
who
RoboCop
here is good
theme.
at fire traps?
Don't do the RoboCop theme.
What is a fire trap, Adam?
Like a fire trap is something where you put something near something that will start on fire when you want it to, like a timed trap. So if we go in and we kill the Black Knight And then, but when we exit, we start the trap. So then when everybody is like, oh no, our boss is dead, then it's like, boom, then they're on fire.
Cool. I have a tech deck, my health card, and a sword.
I have a lighter and Tylenol.
Oh shit, this might actually happen. Okay.
All right, we're getting started. Okay. So maybe can we look for like ropes or rags or something?
I can't stress enough that like daylight is our ally here. And we're running out of time. And I don't think the tents matter.
Yeah. Also, let's just say, if we're going down into a crypt, usually they have dead people or like rags and stuff. Let's just set things on fire in there as we exit if need be. How about that? And both things, we keep going. Yes?
All right. That looks like we have our prime directive.
Oh,
and can I kind of like...
For the record, for anyone who's not watching, Adam just put his helmet on, which is why his voice changed.
I need a helmet sound, like a like something like that.
Please make it.
Okay.
Just on an ongoing basis. We'll know that means helmet on or off.
All right. How do you spell that? Okay. Or maybe
I'm not writing it down, so spell it however you want.
Hey, Guy.
Yes.
Now the three of us were all in like kind of clunky, jangly armor, and I see you look like Kevin Sorbo.
No, fuck.
He looks like Hercules. We're going to try to eliminate the name Sorbo from this show as hard and as fast as we can.
You look like Hercules. Do you think maybe you could sneak ahead quietly and maybe find us a safe way to and then also through the castle?
Tyler, this is how good I am at sneaking ahead. I've already snuck ahead while we were talking. And then I'm like 10 feet ahead.
I was going to say, can you roll me a stealth?
Yes.
Take advantage. It's daytime.
Take advantage? Okay.
Yes, you get to roll your d20 twice and choose the highest number.
Twice. Okay, then I'll roll it again because that was a 4. Okay, so let me see what my stealth is. Okay, so I've got a 7.
Amazing.
Your foot's in like a pan or something. I am the wind.
Yeah, what's the Hercules theme? Because you're singing that as you walk around.
Yeah.
Oh, what is the Hercules theme?
I have a wind chime. Yeah.
All right.
I feel like
you say, I've already snuck ahead as you step on a tent and just hear two squires go, ah, from inside.
Oh, no.
We will take a 90-second commercial break right there. All right, so we are back from the break. You have just stepped directly into one of the tents, which, to be clear, are kind of Boy Scout-sized tents.
Oh, no. Immediately worried once again.
No, we set rules. It's not kids, but you will have that moment in world. And you just see crawling out of this tent that has collapsed 2 of the squires. You do have a surprise round because they did not expect their tent to fall over on them. We will start with, I think, Tyler, he was talking to you, so we'll let you go first, then Del for being reasonable, then RoboCop, and then Guy will go last because he's the one who triggered the tent collapse. You are all within 30 feet of the tent the 2 squires are crawling out of. You can see 2 other nearby tents, so whatever you need to do it fast and quiet.
Yeah,
Tyler.
I am going to run as quickly and quietly as I can. Just, I think, muttering like, no. And I would like to bring my sword that, if it's a great sword, it's on my back. I'll just reach up over my shoulder and pull down and just try to thwack one of these guys in the head with my big old sword.
All right, they are prone, so you have advantage. So attack away.
First, a 4. Come on, baby. Okay, that's better. 13 plus stuff. Total of 17 to hit.
17 to hit will hit.
Okay.
This is a prone creature crawling out.
So that is 2d6 plus 2. Total of 8 damage.
8 damage. Okay. You have done damage, but your squire is still crawling out. The stab goes through, the creature's helmet rolls off, it looks up, and it has a terribly misshapen gray old man face with red eyes and dozens of fangs inside, and just goes because it's been bisected. A full arm has come off of its torso with your stab. Del, you're up.
Oh, I ran up behind Tyler, just following behind him. And then as soon as that helmet rolls off and it opens its mouth, I'm just going to try to stab it in the neck so it can't make noise. Just like, ugh.
Reasonable. You have advantage on this attack, so go for it.
Right. Oh, I got a nat 20.
Ooh, ha-cha-cha.
How does this monster die, Del?
Yeah, it's just a stab straight through the neck and a couple more stabs as just blood gurgles out of its mouth. And I'm like, oh, it's awful. I'm like trying to be quiet, but it's like it's terrible.
More sounds coming out of you as you kill it than it made dying.
Correct.
Majestic. RoboCop.
There's still another dude in there, right?
Yep, there's a second one crawling out.
Okay. All right. Well, and then I
That's putting it on or off. I want to remember for continuity.
Oh yeah. You know, I should do like the Transformer sound. That makes more sense. It's like
That's like way more sense, Adam.
Because like is like down, is that's up. So,
oh, okay. Yeah, we can track that.
So it's like on my head. Yeah. I just go over to the other guy and I just like rapier, just like I want to clean right through the top of the head.
All righty. Roll your attack with advantage.
All right. Okay. Oops. So first was a 9, and then a 12.
Okay.
Plus 1, so 13.
That will hit.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
Nice.
So 1d8 plus 1. 4.
4. You stab down towards the head, but rather than going right through the top, you pin just behind its ear through its neck to the ground. So it's pinned down as the blade goes through, but didn't do nearly as much damage as you thought. It opens its mouth to scream. Guy, what do you do?
Well, since I'm the one that started this mess, guess I got to clean it up. I take the peg that you know from the tent, and I see that this thing's about to open its big old yapper. And basically, I pull it to his old man face, you know, and stick it in his lamprey mouth, you know, to shut him up.
Can you roll me an athletics?
Natural 20. And with that's plus, and the athletics, I have a +5.
Yeah, just roll me 2d6 for damage. Normally, I was just seeing if you could get the peg out of the goddamn ground, but this will be out and in. It just works. There was an open mouth.
So this is a 12 and another and a 9.
You rolled a, 2d6?
Oh, 2d6? Hold on.
Yes, please. I was like 12. Nah, that checks out with your luck. Plus 9. That's
Hold on.
I know your sheet. I made it.
Hold on. Where's the damage? Oh, there it is. Yeah, so I think. Hold on. What do I make a total? Hold on. Help me, guys. Help me.
You're gonna need to roll.
Just roll 2d6 and tell me that number.
2d6. Yeah. Okay. 2d6. Okay. So that's a 13.
That's not possible.
That's impossible.
Oh, the 2d6.
Roll a 6-sided die and roll me 2 of them.
2 6-sided die.
58. Yes. I did it.
Hold on, guys.
Your sword goes through the ground and hits the Black Knight.
It kills the devil.
The devil is dead. You win religion. Yay.
Hold on. Oh, D6. Hold on. There it is. Okay, here goes. Okay, so that's a 5. And another one. A 6.
Super good after all of that.
Yeah.
Really, really
Amazing.
good.
The luckiest party in the universe continues their run as you jam that spike so deep into this squire's face that it dies, pinned to the ground with neither of them making a sound or getting a chance to attack you.
Just standing still.
Yeah, my sword is still in the corpse of the first guy I hit, just looking around, eyes wide, any kind of activity coming from these other tents?
I rolled for them. They had disadvantage because it is daytime. There is no response from any of the other tents.
Looky, I got hooky again.
Shh. Okay. Okay. Let's slowly move forward. Okay.
Yes, we'll do it together.
Wait,
Yep.
let's loot the bodies.
No. I mean, if you want to take a minute, go, but
I'm going to take a minute and loot both of the bodies.
We are moving.
I'm going to move
Yes.
on ahead.
We're gonna go. We're gonna go.
What do,
So
what
the
do I
rest-
find? What do I find when I lit up?
Roll me a perception.
Perception. Okay.
He's gonna find like a debit card or something like that.
All right. Well, I rolled a 10.
He's going to find a
my
little Velcro
perception.
Thomas the Tank Engine wallet, and we're all going to be like, oh, are they kids, or did this guy just have
Oh
a fun wallet?
Stop it.
A kindergarten hall pass. What? Total of 12.
Total of 12. You find 3 copper pieces on one of them, and the other has a dog-eared, stained, and torn up paperback book that is so soggy and destroyed that you can't make out what it is, other than it seems like the title is vaguely pornographic.
Okay. I'm going to book porn
Okay.
wet.
Book porn, comma, wet.
How tall are these people?
3.5, 4 feet tall.
Okay, I'm going to try to like kind of get their tent to make a bag. And I kind of want to see if I can maybe like bring them along with us in case we need like a distraction.
Can you roll me in athletics?
Okay. All right, I rolled a 16 and my athletics is 0.
So you successfully pull the pegs out of the ground. The rest of the group has continued onwards. This is taking you some time. The rest of you have moved ahead. Can you all roll me stealth checks with advantage?
18 for Tyler. That's weird to say.
13 for me. Thank God for advantage because 1 was in 1.
With stealth, so I have 5.
I thought I only had to roll one of my disadvantage,
Killing
but
it.
let me check again, friendos. Okay, you all get very lucky on that roll. But you look back and realize that far behind you, RoboCop is yanking a tent out of the ground and struggling to wrap bodies in it.
Adam, stop.
You're far enough away that he will not be able to hear you. But if you want to try to mime something to him, I look forward to you describing the mime.
Should I go back for him?
Yes, please. Be
All right, I'm
careful.
gonna stealth back to try and get Adam.
Roll with
Yeah.
advantage.
I think she's coming to help me.
Yep, you don't have to roll anything, Adam. You're just wrapping corpses in tarps.
Okay, that's a
He's
19.
saying this to the corpses.
I think she's
help
coming to help.
All right,
Don't
you
worry,
make it-
little guys.
No one hears you approaching, Del. So you get back
Alright.
to Adam, who is tying up corpses he's talking
Okay,
to.
I grab his RoboCop hand. Adam, stop. We have to go. We have to right now.
I'm glad you're here to help.
Adam, stop.
If you take that side, we can wrap up these
Adam,
old
no
children.
more talking. Adam, no
and
more
then
talking.
we can use them as distractions.
Okay, do you remember when you did that sketch and you practiced and it went really bad and I helped and you said something nice to me? Do you remember that?
What nice thing did he say? Del, what nice thing did he say? You can get specific.
Oh, great. You said you know when to cut your losses. Remember that?
I do.
This is that moment. You got to stop and come with us right now, Adam.
All right. But I'm
Okay.
coming back for them.
Okay, we can stop on the way back out, but you have to come with us now, okay?
Prime directive number 2. Get the old man children for future mission.
Okay, stop talking. Stop talking. Use your feet. Stop talking and use your feet. Okay, you're coming with me. Just keep holding my hand. Okay.
I hold your hand with 2 hands. I'm just
Great, perfect. Then we're gonna slow walk back to the group. Oh,
Can you please roll me a stealth? You don't have advantage this time, but I'll just let you roll, Del, because you're like steering him.
no, it's garbage. It's 7.
You're very lucky they have disadvantage during daytime, and I rolled a 3. So you managed to get Adam through the tents and back to the others.
My heart is beating. Okay, keep going. You're not talking about it. Keep going.
You have reached the perimeter of the temple building, the ruins that are built there. The tents are all in a circle around and outside that, and you're outside of easy earshot of them. So you theoretically don't have to worry about the tents overhearing you, though you don't know exactly what's going on inside the ruins. Oh, we just lost Tyler for a second.
Oh no!
We'll give
It's
him
dark in here. We can't even see Tyler.
We can't keep these boys together.
It's okay, guys. When Tyler's not here, I'll be Tyler. What's going on, guys? Yeah, okay. Look, guys, I think we have to hold in place, okay, until we can all make sure we're all ready for this mission, because once we go down there's no coming back out, okay? So does everybody feel up to the challenge of killing this person?
Yeah. No, let's do this. I'm ready.
Del?
Yeah, great. Let's not die ourselves. Okay.
Tyler, is that your hand I'm touching in the darkness? Tyler, are you good to murder today? Okay, I'm ready to. I've got that bloodlust. Okay, let's do it.
And you all start advancing into the darkness of the ruined Temple of Ezra, knowing that you only have a few hours left to steal the Black Knight's helm before he comes for you.
This episode of Jesters of Ravenloft features the voices of players Tyler Hewitt, Del Borovic, Guy Bradford, and Adam McNamara, alongside Dungeon Master Ryan LaPlante. This episode was edited and mixed by Laura Hamstra, and Jesters of Ravenloft's artwork was created by Del Borovic at delborovic.com. That's DELBOROVIC. Our theme song is Midnight Creeping by Jonathan Shaw at jshaw.co.uk, and our ad breaks use the tracks No Control and Chiefs by Jazzar, JAHZZAR, whose music is available at freemusicarchive.org. For all things Dum-Dums and Dice, including merchandise and how to join our Patreon, you can visit dumdumdice.com or find us on social media at dumdumdice. That's DUMBDUMBDICE. Now get out of here before the mist gets you too!
Dum-Dums and Dice has to give a special thank you to the supreme beings of our Patreon at this time. Christopher Little, Sue One, George Dolby, Richard Cranium, Gavin and Abby McDonald, Logan, Fire Unfriendly, Grandma Likes D&D, Alan, Stabby Stranger, Glitch Trick, Flynn1138, Alarain Okapi, OMG It's Big Nick, D&D and Things, Schrodinger's Pepper, Guy Edwards, Flea Unit, Madre de Gatos, Lady Maiden, Nithrian, Garbo Ape, Locke, Sam Schaefer, Waffle Marine, Dagger Rain, Rob L, Dia de los Hoodless, Diophasis, Loki Burrito, Squishy Werewolf, Remy, Funky Head, and Jill and Noel LaPlante. If you want your name to be added to this list, you can join our Patreon too at patreon.com/dumdumdice. Thanks to them, and a little bit of thanks to you.